Bob Grab, I shot the only.
Okay, bro. Hey,
oh, Bob Grab, I shot the only.
You gonna keep doing it?
Don't look good.
Nobody under this lab. We don't know y'all. We never did none of that.
Yo, we chased your ass, threw Shorty in the way. You threw Shorty in the way, and his ass came in.
Oh my dear grandma, we really putting belt on their ass. They never did nothing. They did one thing to us.
Yeah, since that one on BDN, nigga, the closed casket. Going to a lot of closed caskets gonna look good. All I'ma say, live my rap.
BD is looking down on his ops and would be disappointed for them being scared and broke. Farr would vow to make his twin proud and went on to make posts saying to check Spot News because his gang handle business and that he's the reason his ops are getting chased. Perhaps unsurprisingly, later
how are you not in jail? How are you not in jail, bro? Like, you literally saying it on the net that you smoking them, this and that, you knocking them off, go watch the news and everything, bro. How was you not in jail? YouTube, man, back with another little video today, son. You already know we got something crazy on here every single day, but in this little video right here, y'all, I'm saying, we got 2 murders of 2 Chicago gang members. We gonna see what this video talking about. We gonna see how it happened, why it happened, you feel what I'm saying. Before we start this little video though, like the video, share it, subscribe to the channel, smash that bell. Shout out to all the new subscribers, you feel what I'm saying, man. Let's get straight to the business, man.
Were dropping like flies between both of these gangs, and with the internet whispering rumours that BD from Buff City may have played a major role in many of these murders, as many as 10 by some estimates, it wouldn't be surprising that he too would become a high-profile target. And unfortunately, in this relentless wave of bloodshed that played out in 2022, sadly for Death Row, BD's name would ultimately end up on the list of victims.
And that'd be hard, hold up.
Just one day after the murder of Lil Trey Young, on August the 28th, 2022, the streets of Chicago would witness another bloody shootout on its treacherous streets. BD from Buff City, who at this point had become one of the most prolific shooters for his Death Row clique, would see the tables turn, himself becoming the target of the same kind of senseless gun violence he had allegedly been dishing out to others on his block. This time, the victims were BD, real name Cinque Dunn, and his friend KY, real name Kevin Williams. Both were well-known figures in their respective circles, and their deaths would send shockwaves through their communities. It was around 3:15 p.m. when BD and KY were hanging out on 83rd and Paxton, a spot where they'd frequented countless times before. On this day, something went horribly wrong. Allegedly, an argument broke out between KY and another individual, and this situation escalated rapidly, ending in gunfire. When Chicago police arrived, they found both men lying on the street, their bodies riddled with bullets. They too were rushed to the University of Chicago Medical Center, but it was too late, and both were pronounced dead upon arrival.
Now, Chicago police are looking for the person who killed 2 men in the South Chicago neighborhood. Police say the victims were found with gunshot wounds lying on South Paxton Avenue near 83rd just after 3 this afternoon. Paramedics rushed them to University of Chicago Hospital, but both died from their injuries.
The Cook County Medical Examiner's office later identified one of the deceased as BD, who had been shot multiple times in the leg, arm, chest, and head. KY wasn't spared either, with gunshots tearing through his back, torso, and pelvis. According to Chicago Scene 88, Maryville, where they were both killed, is a neighborhood between Outlaw City and No Limit 083, 2 sets that the main No Limit actually have issues with. KY, at 32 years old, was actually affiliated with a crew called Murderfield 049, an inactive set that apparently used to operate on 049 Marshfield. Despite the set's downfall, KY had apparently kept this crew's name alive. He was also a rapper, known for his feel-good track I'm Gone, and his younger brother, Royal Baby, another Chicago gangster rapper, carried the torch for the same set. BD, on the other hand, was a highly respected member in the streets, known for his relentless work on the ops on behalf of Buff City and Death Row. After the murder of Savo, BD was a constant thorn in the side of No Limit and Drench gang members, allegedly taking numerous lives and taunting his ops by posting pictures of himself in No Limit territory. Him and Savo were inseparable growing up together, and they waged war on the ops side by side. But now, both had lost their lives to the streets, and considering their reputations, it was no surprise that rumors swirled that NLMB and the Drench gang were responsible for the hit, especially since it occurred just a day after Lil Trey Young was gunned down. The proximity to No Limit's territory and the timing of the shooting fueled these rumors, but as the dust settled, it would actually emerge that this killing wasn't actually the work of No Limit. Interestingly, despite the intense rivalry, No Limit had only personally taken out a few members from Death Row or Buff City, with Savo being the most notable. As many members would later say, much of the losses on Death Row and Buff City's side were the result of fluky circumstances and shootouts with other unrelated gangs. According to YouTuber Chicago Scene 88, Faroh from Drench Gang and EBK Lil Low were indeed spotted wandering around No Limit 083's territory story the day BD was killed. But despite the
right.
possibility that No Limit weren't responsible, after the murder, NLMB members didn't hesitate to mock BD. Muwop, a well-known figure in No Limit, would post a picture of Savo, BD, and Velo, sarcastically commenting on how the trio
this picture is so funny to me right now. They thought they was tough as hell. It's crazy.
thought they were untouchable. But the trolling didn't stop there. Fa, BD's twin brother, became the target of relentless ridicule on Facebook. And the mocking post didn't just come from the shadows, but his ops from No Limit would actually log in, commenting to make fun of him. Lil Ro would make a post about the murder, using the term DOA, and punctuating his comment with a ghost emoji. Others even urged Fa to deactivate his page to escape the merciless trolling. In the aftermath of BD's death, Fa claimed that BD was responsible for damn near 10 kills, a testament to his fearsome reputation, and saying that his face was the last thing a lot of their ops saw. But the question remained, who really pulled the trigger that day? According to Chicago Scene 88, there was an argument before the shooting, which led some to believe that it could have possibly been someone friendly who pulled the trigger, as the ops don't usually pull up to have an argument. Now that could be true or not. Apparently No Limit Drench Gang steppers Faroh, Lil Ro, and
I ain't gonna lie, the ops ain't putting out the converse, argue with you, then blow you down. They ain't gonna pull up and do a drive-by or something, spin on you, you feel what I'm saying? I don't know what none of that is. He talking about, but ain't no way it was the ops, I'm just gonna say that.
Faroh had been incredibly reckless on social media after the murder, making a lot of posts about the incident, mocking BD, saying they're smoking him, and asking who's next. Seemingly taking responsibility, saying Drench Gang make it rain, no ocean. And later that year, No Limit Drench Gang Faroh was on live, apparently with Buff City members arguing and waving guns at the camera, with Faroh calling them goofies and telling them to stop speaking on murders.
They wildin'.
Bro,
I'm done with. He can't get back on the camera, cuz.
I'm different from y'all. Y'all goofy on my dead uncle. You put guns in the camera. Y'all get on live talking about what y'all did to people. We none of like.
Man, you know I don't get no beating in, cuz you know I never cared. Stop playing like I never cared.
We as rappers, we never hurt nobody, gang.
Oh,
216 people. There's 216 people on this live. Stop talking about death on cap.
I ain't gonna lie, Brody on the bottom, he know what he's talking about, cause like, bruh, when y'all be going on camera saying this and that, and y'all be sitting there dissing them, y'all be wilding with that, real talk, bro, cause you don't know who watching your live. Police gonna be on that. That's how you start building your little case, and then all y'all homies get hit up in it, and y'all be crying in jail. Well, y'all don't be crying in jail, y'all get locked up in the cell. You feel what I'm saying? And ain't nobody gonna help you when you in the cell. You feel what I'm saying? Like y'all gotta move smarter than that, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Police, stop.
Yeah, like you gotta move smarter than that. Real talk.
Innocence, bro. Y'all innocence by standards.
Alright, merch on cap right now, man.
On cap your innocent. You innocent.
On Buff Grab, I shot the only.
Okay, bro.
On Buff Grab, I shot the only.
You gonna keep doing it?
On look good.
Nobody under this lab. We don't know y'all. We never did none of that.
Yo, we chased your ass, threw Shorty in the way. You threw Shorty in the way, and his ass came in.
Let's be on my dead grandma. We really putting better.
Hold on, he said you threw Shorty in the way. I'm going back. We chased you and you threw Shorty in the way. So you telling me they chased him? Who Shorty? Is it a woman? Is it a woman? I call women Shotties. I don't know, but like you got to. That's some FYBJ main type of time. Grab a shotty shield. You feel what I'm saying? They wildin'.
In the way.
You feel what I'm saying?
Let's be stuck on my dead grandma. We really putting better on their ass. They never did nothing. They did one thing to us.
Yeah, since that one on BDN, the closed casket. Going to a lot of closed caskets gonna look good. All I'm gonna say, live my rap.
Fa would later make a post swearing on his dead friends that his ops know who does the killing and that the dead would soon have some company. Fa would also make posts saying that his ops are lying about who killed BD and that they're only acting tough now because BD was causing them a lot of problems and he's gone. The truth behind who actually killed BD would be incredibly confusing. Rumors have circulated that actually the killer was Bucks D, a friend of BD's who actually shot both BD and KY after an argument, and he would seemingly reference Buff City disrespectfully as well as others in songs that he released circulating after the killing. But in the chaotic world of Chicago's gangland, nothing is ever really certain, and we might never know exactly who it was that took BD's life. Regardless, his twin brother Fa was heartbroken after the killing, and just 3 days after BD's murder, there was a double homicide on the 8600 block of South Kingston Avenue when two men approached
so like, bro, y'all homie get smoked, they spin it back. They ain't playing. They don't even know who did it. They just knocking Opps off. That's wild, bro.
Before opening fire, killing 2 of them. Far and TJ from Lakeside were arrested for these murders, but apparently they were released shortly after. Unfortunately, BD wouldn't be the last, and another unnamed Buff City death row affiliate would lose their life just a couple of months later too, with this person apparently being the cousin of none other than incarcerated O-Block rapper and shooter of FBG Duck, Muwa. In the time that followed BD's death, his brother Far would begin to act incredibly reckless on social media. A post would circulate on Reddit Chiracology in March 2023, which appeared to show Far talking about killing of somebody called Ghost from another set called GMEBE, with Far saying that no one slid for Ghost and that after he was shot, smoke was coming out of him, even going as far as to show security footage of the murder on his Instagram too.
What? You dropped security footage of somebody getting smoked on your IG? You wildin', bro.
Man, all boots on the ground for Ghosts. Them ain't dead for Ghosts. You know what?
Y'all tweaking.
His head, smoke coming off his ass.
Smoke coming out of him is crazy, bro. I ain't even gonna lie, that's wild. How many y'all hit him with? He got smoke coming out of his body, bro? How many y'all hit him with? Y'all wildin'. Real talk. The hell? And they got footage and he put it on his story, bro. He wildin'.
With Far continuing to make posts about the gang war on social media. Another post he put up says how he misses BD and that life hasn't been the same since he passed. And in a since deleted live which was discussed on Reddit Chiracology, users were apparently in shock to have allegedly witnessed Far openly claiming that his gang had killed 7 members of No Limit, even going as far as to say BD is looking down on his Opps and would be disappointed for them being scared and broke. Far would vow to make his twin proud and went on to make posts saying to check Spot News because his gang handle business and that he's the reason his Opps are getting chased. Perhaps unsurprisingly, later
how are you not in jail? How are you not in jail, bro? Like, you literally saying it on the net that you smoking them, this and that, you knocking them off, go watch the news and everything, bro. How was you not in jail?
Far would once again find himself on the wrong side of the law, being arrested on the 18th of August 2023, interestingly, far away from Chicago in Ohio, and he would be indicted soon after this in November of the same year for unrelated drug charges, with Buff City and Death Row affiliates making posts soon after calling for the release of Snitch K Far. Speculation on Reddit in the comments would suggest that he was actually lucky to be arrested because he was on the warpath in the streets on behalf of BD and was likely one of the biggest targets for his rivals at this point. BD's death wasn't just a loss for Death Row, but it resonated with the wider Lakeside from the older generation of the gang as well. Death Row, Lakeside and Buff City formed a tight-knit clique and BD's presence was felt all across them. Jackboy Dez from Lakeside often shouted out BD in his songs, like the track Hit Up, where he rapped, "That's how you come in BD? Hit his ass over like 3, made his ass fall to his knees, he should have been quick on his feet." BD was apparently a force to be reckoned with in the street, and rumours of his involvement in numerous murders of No Limit members still circulate to this day. But his role as a killer apparently didn't stop in this war. He had allegedly gone to war with GME and Buff City's other ops in the area, allegedly claiming lives of members from numerous gangs, earning a reputation that very few could match in such a short space of time. After his death, his homies claimed on social media that BD had indeed been up 10 bodies, making him one of the most feared figures in the ongoing gang war.
Bro, hold on. I thought King Von was a demon. Hold on, bro. 10 bodies, 10. You knocked 10 ops off the map. You wildin', bro. Y'all be tweaked out in Chicago, bro. I'm never going here, bro. I'm never going here. Never coming. I swear to God, bro. It just be crazy to me because, like you in the streets doing this, bro. I don't condone none of this, bro. None of this at all. But, like, you in the streets condoning this. Everybody in the streets know what you doing, right? Don't put it on the net so you get, you know what I'm saying? Like, why did you put it on the, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't condone none of this, but, like, come on, bro. We got to be smarter than this, bro.
As is often the case in the streets, even the most feared can fall, and when they do, the cycle of violence only intensifies, with each loss fueling the fire that continues to consume Chicago's neighborhoods. BD's death stands as a haunting reminder of the violent and unpredictable world he was a part of. His murder, another brutal chapter in the ongoing gang conflicts, was not the end, but rather a catalyst for more violence. BD's story, therefore, serves as a stark, cautionary tale of how deeply entangled lives are within the gang culture. It's a powerful narrative that underscores the heavy cost of street violence, not just for the individuals directly involved, but for entire communities. BD's life and death illustrates the brutal reality of the gang war and often cyclical nature of violence, where each act of aggression breeds yet more violence in return. The ongoing saga of deaths and retaliation that followed BD's murder highlights the profound and tragic consequences of living a life entrenched in such conflict. This story doesn't intend to glorify or glamorize the gang or killer lifestyle. I'd like to think that this story made it being involved in gangs incredibly tragic and something to be avoided. Interestingly, unlike some of the other famous killer rappers with high body counts like King King Von or Lil Jeff, BD seemingly did very little while he was alive to try and capitalize on his reputation as a prolific killer. BD was waging war on his block, apparently for survival, not for clout. And this is a distinction where I could say that somebody like BD can't really be put in the same serial killer category like King Von could. If some rumors are to be believed, BD did indeed kill more than 2 people with more than a month in between the murders. However, he seemingly wasn't driven by a sense of personal gratification or fame, and he wasn't attempting to let the world know that he was a prolific killer in rap songs. He's much more of a person placed in those kill or be killed circumstances endemic in the Chicago streets. Unfortunately, with BD no longer with us and his twin brother Far still being incarcerated for the homicide that took place days after BD's death, now the once formidable death row gang are no longer as dangerous as they once were, with some posts circulating on the Chirac Hits subreddit page as recent as June 2024 suggesting that actually
did he just say a death row Reddit page? I know he did not just say that, right?
BD's death, now the once formidable death row gang are no longer as dangerous as they once were, with some posts circulating on the Chirac Hits subreddit page as recent as
the Chirac Hits subreddit. What the hell is that?
June 2024 suggesting that actually Death Row died when BD died, and that now No Limit members and Death Row's other ops have taken hundreds of pictures on Death Row's block. The once fiercely defended stronghold is now a location where rival gangsters would go to take pictures and show the world that they no longer have to fear the killers who once dwelled in those streets.
Y'all crazy, bro. Y'all crazy, bro.
Take Pick Row's block.
Going on the Opps block because they locked up is crazy, bro. And taking pictures. Yeah, we gangsters. We do this. Yeah, like, y'all wildin', bro. But y'all, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Y'all be out here in Chicago wildin'. Like I said, I'm never coming out here. I ain't visiting. No business. You know what I'm saying? I just know. It's a crazy server, bro. And it's like the more I watch these videos, the more crazier it gets. You feel what I'm saying? Like, bro, he had 10 bodies, bro. 10. And it's sad though that they say he was in them situations to do that because he was trying to survive. Not even because he was just out here sliding on ops. He just trying to survive. It's crazy. That we see Lil Jeff in the video, he tried to run up on his op and got blew down. You feel what I'm saying? But like, I don't know, man. Y'all wildin', man. Let me know what y'all feel about this video. Let me know if y'all rocking with these gangs or not. If y'all live in Chicago, let me know if these gangs is really thugging like how these videos be claiming. You feel what I'm saying, man? Like the video, share, subscribe to the channel, smash that bell. You feel what I'm saying, man? Some of the links in the description. You feel me, bro? Y'all crazy. Don't want no smoke. Don't promote this. Don't condone this. Try to find a way up out the streets and get y'all bags up, man. That's all with y'all, bro.